Look in your eyes. What do you see? Del Harris and Tom Feeney, the new hosts of Blahdblah. Yes, indeed, because we're just a cult of personality. Hello and welcome to another fine edition of Blahdblah with me, Tom Feeney.
Me, Del Harris. And no Jack Elliott.
No Jack Elliott, what a surprise. Welcome to Blah.
Blah.
We got that on time. Alright. Yes, hello and welcome to Blahdblah. And, well, we've done this every week now, so let's keep that tradition going. It's News of the Week. And who are we going to start with? Del, go on, you decide. You've got the choice.
Well,
You've got the power.
Phil, I think I went first last time, so it's only fair.
It's only fair.
That Tom Feeney.
Feeney. Tom Feeney. You pronounce it Feeny, but it's got a weird spelling. Well, I've actually got some really sad news, and it is that Eric Abidal, in the last 2 hours, it's been revealed that he will have to have a liver transplant. He was diagnosed with liver cancer in March 2011, and it was just 2 and a bit months after undergoing the operation that removed the tumour that he played left back against Manchester United at Wembley. And it was a great scene after that game where all the Barcelona players literally said, "This one's for Eric."
Yeah.
You know, what he's gone through. And I think that night, everyone were happy for Eric Abidal to, more or less, I think he lifted the trophy, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm sure he did, actually.
I'm pretty sure they gave him that honour.
It's such a shame because he's a fantastic footballer. And after being suffering the first time, you just felt that after coming back, he could continue with his fabulous career, but it looks like he's got another setback.
Well, the club statement has said that given the development of his medical condition, Abidal will undergo a liver transplant in the following weeks. The transplant is an option that has been considered since the beginning of his treatment a year ago. At the express wish of the player, the club requested the utmost respect for the right to privacy and confidentiality. I agree with that as well.
Yeah, and I also think in other countries, the press don't seem to be so, I think they will give them the space and that. Whereas it'd be more about if he was in this country, I think it'd be more risk to maybe get hounded by the press.
Yeah, well, it has actually just been revealed that he will be out for an unspecified amount of time. So, of course, get well soon, Eric.
Yeah,
fantastic left back, and maybe one day you'll be in the Premier League. Few clubs interested. Liverpool and Arsenal last year were certainly interested in him.
Yeah,
I think Arsenal was the team more interested. Man City as well.
But personally, I think it would get to the stage where Barcelona says, "We've got another left back. It's time for you to move on." Because if you're getting in Barcelona's team regular, why would you leave?
Well, I think that's a very good point. I will just say, I'm just looking at Twitter now. Gerard Piqué on his Twitter account has just posted, "And you will return as always, still the best. You are an example for all." I think that's great.
Coming back the first time, to start a Champions League final was remarkable. Really, it shows what type of character he must be.
Played 20 times this season as well.
Yeah,
and he's been out the last few weeks with a hip injury. But get well soon, Eric Abidal. You're in the Blahdblah's thoughts and prayers. Del Harris, you've got a story as well. Not a great story, is?
No, it's about the government releasing papers about the Hillsborough disaster. Obviously, the famous game between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest at Sheffield Wednesday's ground.
Hillsborough, yeah.
I'll just clear it up for people who didn't know.
Yeah, I know.
And basically, one of the reports is a statement from either one of the chief policemen or just a policeman who was at the game, and he's put the blame on drunk Liverpool fans that were there. Which, in my opinion, I wasn't there, so I can't really talk about it too much. But I think, the reports and that I've read and seen on the telly, it seemed more of a lack of organisation by the police than anything else.
Well, I'll just say it was a senior Merseyside police officer had blamed drunken Liverpool fans.
Right.
That's the official quote that's come out from the papers that were released today, an awful incident.
Yeah. But it makes you wonder what else is going to come out, because they've been. I mean, I signed a petition. There's a petition to get these documents released, and it'll be very interesting because not all seems right with what happened on the day and what was followed.
Well, the Hillsborough Independent Panel, which was set up in 2009, is reviewing the hundreds of documents which were, available for release, and they're still reviewing them, but they are expected to be out later this year. So,
right,
that'll
be very interesting, won't it?
Yeah, well, it certainly is, and hopefully the families of those who lost people will get some answers.
Well, I think it's a disgrace, to be honest, that it's taken this long for the families. They haven't really given them a proper answer of what happened, and if it was your loved one, you'd want an answer as to what went wrong and why this was allowed to happen.
In my opinion, people like me and you, average members of the public, will wait. But people who lost relatives and loved ones, it's not fair that they've had to wait so long.
No.
In my opinion. Because I think they deserved answers. Maybe not maybe not there and then, but, well, at least a few years ago, not 2012, right? Maybe, I don't know, 2000, I don't know. But something.
What right did the government have
to hold back these files?
Yeah, for one, it's about the family's loved ones. They had no right. And
well, how would they feel? That's what I'd like to know. If the people who have said,
that's what I'm saying. If it was your loved one, you'd do anything to find out what happened to them. And also, it might go some way to preventing this ever happening again. I don't think anything like this really happened too often since. I just,
Yeah, well, no, I know it's an awful event. It was an awful event, and hopefully the families will soon get some answers and a bit of justice. Maybe, well, a bit late now, in my opinion, but
better late than never.
Better late than never. Although for some, of course, relatives have passed away since.
Oh yeah.
Some who wanted the answers won't be able to be here to get them.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've covered two really important subjects there.
I could go on to a third one here.
Well, you know what? I'm going to dedicate a minute to say this. Jack Elliott, last episode we warned you. If you didn't turn up, future endeavours and all that, well, you know what, Jack? The COO has told me you've got one more chance. So this is the rule. If Jack Elliott is not here for the next set of tapings, which will be next week, our final episode of the first series, we will be doing you've heard me right there, folks, a two-man show. And can I just say, that's how some of you have already said you want it. Controversial. But go on, third story. This would be Jack Elliott's story, but of course, hi Jack. No, he's not here. Go on, Del.
This is about, the title is Belly Vision. With Mean Joke of the Week, I'm quite a fan of these puns. But,
tell me about her.
But it's all about a couch potato Brits watch 28 hours of TV a week. And I'll say on behalf of me and Tom, despite appearances, we're not one of those. The reason being, we don't have a telly at uni, so we cannot be any of them. We're not one of those who watch shows such as The Only Way is Essex, or
Made in Chelsea,
or The X Factor. I mean, if there is shows to watch or listen to, if you're going to stay indoors, the Blahdblah is the one to listen to.
Well, I think the Blahdblah. What our advantage is, if you are feeling a bit tired, you can shut them eyes. You can just listen. We give you informative knowledge every single week.
Also, though,
more and more knowledge, and then you'll be able to amaze your friends.
Also, though, if you don't want to be one of the so-called couch potatoes, you could change it from YouTube into MP3. Listen to it on your iPod. You want to run? What better way to
jog? Go to the gym. Put it on your iPod. Tell the gym you go to, Don't put that, I don't know, Beyonce on. Let's put Blahdblah on. Get a few people.
Circulate the business.
So then, what I do is when I've got coursework to do, I put on a song I hate. And I go, I'll put that on a loop, and then I get my work done quicker, because I'm like, oh god, this is awful. You see? You get your gym work done so much quicker if you listen to Blahdblah. If you say I've got to do lose 1,000 calories before I leave, you'll do it in half the time with Blahdblah. We'll make some money out of this, I think.
Yeah,
well.
Quickly though.
Go on.
To the main point of it, what are your thoughts on, because they're talking about the worrying in the future generations.
Yep.
Growing obesity, and we know better than most.
Yeah, I'm glad you're saying we, If you'd have said me, you, Tom, that'd have been it.
Don't know what you're trying to say. And what do you make of it? Do you think the government could be doing more to tackle this issue?
I think